I in the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Don, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better, Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And Austin, you probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and welcome to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air, a very special Valentine's Day edition. It's season 26, it's episode 7, and tonight's show is titled, Hello, You. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is DONMEGA, and I welcome you once again to the show. It is Am I on the Air? It is season 26, episode 7. Tonight's show is titled Hello You. It is Valentine's Day. We are broadcasting live on February the 14th, 2023, bringing you the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, non-spoiler reviews. You come right here to Am I on the Air? We are going to be breaking down all the news from February 8th through today, the 14th. So strap on in and we'll get you caught up. Got one movie to talk about, got a handful of TV shows to go through, and then, of course, our news of the week. We will be talking some Super Bowl trailers and everything else that's dropped in the last 7 days. So let's get it started with our first non-spoiler review. And that is for the new Netflix rom-com, because it is Valentine's Day, so we're going to talk some love. And that's the new movie, Your Place or Mine. This is a new one that dropped on Netflix on this past Friday, February the 10th, and it stars Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon. You also got Jesse Williams in this, Zoe Chow, Steve Zahn, Tig Notaro, even Griffin Matthews pops up in this, Rachel Bloom. So a pretty stacked cast, right? Rom-coms are very hit and miss with me. Sometimes they really work, and other times not so much. Saw the trailer for this one and thought, that actually doesn't look too bad, right? So let's get into it. When best friends and total opposites, Debbie and Peter, swap homes for a week, they get a peek into each other's lives that could open the door to love. 2 lives, 2 cities, 1 last chance. That is Your Place or Mine. Okay. I overall thought this movie was just okay. It really was. It was exactly what I expected. It didn't shine any new light on the rom-com, which I didn't really expect it to. Just was hoping for a little bit more laughter. You know, a rom-com is as good as your romance and your comedy. And unfortunately, this one leans pretty heavy on the romance side, but the comedy just wasn't truly there. I thought Reese Witherspoon did a great job. She's so adorable, and I love Reese. Ashton Kutcher, very hit and miss with me. I felt overall he was a miss in this movie. It felt like he was taking a paycheck on this one. I'm just going to be honest. It felt very much like he was just kind of sleeping through this movie and was like, yo, got a fat check. I'm just going to go do this one. I will give it up to everybody else in the movie, though. I thought Jesse Williams was really good. I thought Zoe Chow was great. Steve Zahn's good when he pops up, Tig Notaro. So when other characters pop up, they do their best. But these are your 2 leads, Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher, and it only goes as far as that, right? It's a story you've seen done before. We're friends. Could it be more? You know, are we the true love, even though we're looking for love everywhere else? And then, like I said, I don't know what else to really say about this one. It was just okay. I even attempted to rewatch it today before I did my review, just to see, because sometimes you watch a movie and depending on what headspace you're in, or how late at night it was, because I did watch this on Saturday night really late. And when you watch something when you're tired, you only soak it in so much, right? So I had some time today. I threw it on and I was like, let me kind of skim through this again. And yeah, I'm just kind of sticking with where I was the other night. Nothing really changed here. At the end of the day, Your Place or Mine would get 2 out of 5 stars. I didn't hate it, but I can't say it was good. So it just lands in the okay area, which is 2 out of 5 stars. Some of you might really like it. I mean, it is on Netflix, so I always implore you guys to give it a watch. Even if you think my score is low, maybe it deters you a little bit. I still always suggest that, when you don't have to spend money on it, if you have a subscription to these streaming services, to give it a shot, because you just never know. But it seems to me that most people are kind of on my wavelength with it. This movie only has about a 50% from most of the things I'm seeing. So, a lot of people saying it's pretty dry within the first 5 minutes. They already knew what they were getting into. If the film is the word, this film is what the word "meh" was invented for. I like that review, and so see, it's not just me, but give it a shot if you like. It is Valentine's Day, so 2 out of 5 for Your Place or Mine, now streaming on Netflix. All right, let's move on over to TV. I got a lot more to talk about from TV, especially from a positive standpoint. And I want to start off with the big show of the weekend, which I teased on last week's episode. I've been teasing You, the show You on Netflix, season 4 dropping. And I've been telling y'all, I can't talk about it. I seen it. I saw this show in its entirety a couple weeks ago, but couldn't talk about it under embargo. Um, Netflix split You into 2 parts, which is driving people crazy, right? It's a 10 episode series. Part 1 is episodes 1 to 5, and part 2 is episodes 6 to 10. I can't talk about the second half, even though I don't do spoilers anyway. Can't talk about the second half. I can only talk about the first half of the series. And what I did is I put out a special Am I on the Air quick bite. And once again, I'm going to shout that out. I've been telling y'all in 2023, I'm coming hard with the quick bites. So make sure you subscribe to it. It is a separate podcast feed. But I did a You season 4 non-spoiler review where I kind of just spent about 10 minutes really breaking down the season, kind of where we were, where we're going, and getting into it. So I dropped that right at midnight this past Thursday before the season dropped, just so you guys could get into it. And so that's my full big review there. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it here. What I will say is this is one of my favorite shows. I love the show You. I love following the crazy stuff that Joe Goldberg does. And at the end of a crazy season 3, we saw that, the love that got away from him went to Paris. So he followed her to Paris to try to, explain what happened and what's what and how his true feelings are. And as we go there in the new season, we see that he's under a new alias. We see that, he's trying to start life over again, but he's also trying to, find his love and explain himself. But of course, in typical TV fashion, he's got to get into trouble, right? There's a lot of other stuff that happens that gets him into some stuff, and he gets framed. And this is non-spoiler. This is all part of the synopsis. A murder happens, and he's framed for it. So then now he has to try to cover it up, and all these kind of murders start happening around him that he needs to figure out who is trying to set him up and figure out who the real killer is. And that's kind of where we leave off at the end of the first half, is kind of really getting into who this killer is and what's going on in the overall story. It's a great season. I'm going to tell you straight up right now. Like, the whole season is excellent. And the first half is strong because you're really wondering what's going on. And all I'm going to say about the second half is I've seen some people on Twitter be like, I called it. This is predictable, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you right now, you didn't call it because Danes are not what they seem. There's more twists and turns to be had. And there's a reason why it stops at episode 5. So you might think you know, but you don't know, just like the real world, right? You think you know, but you have no idea. So just strap on in and get ready. Enjoy the first half, but really get ready for the second half and the ride that it takes you on. So the first 5 episodes streaming now for part 1. Part 2 launches on March 9th, and we'll drop another quick bite talking about the second half as we get closer to that. Okay, so that's You season 4. Big thumbs up. Make sure you check that out. The new show that I got into this week, and I know I'm way behind on it, so saying a new show is a little cray-cray. But I've been waiting to watch this one. It's been on my queue the whole time, and I've heard nothing but great things, and I just finally had the time to start something new, and that is the show The Dropout. This is a Hulu original. It's based on the true story of Elizabeth Holmes, who, of course, tried to invent this blood system to kind of help people that are sick. But it didn't quite go the way that she thought it would. She started lying to investors, getting all this money, trying to do this startup, and really just kind of did a lot of fraud. And she, in real life right now, she might be going to jail. So this is a crazy story that, I mean, it's been nominated for awards. Amanda Seyfried is the lead in this, and she's nominated for awards. She did so good in this show. I have watched the first 4 episodes. I think it's 8 in total. And I really like it. I've just been such a sucker lately. In the last couple years, these shows that are based on true stories really suck me in. And I'm really digging The Dropout. So I know it's been out for quite some time now. But if you haven't gotten around to it, I definitely suggest checking this out. Hulu original, The Dropout, all episodes are up now. All right, what do we got next? We have... See, I have a lot of new seasons, so nothing real new. Everything else is kind of stuff that was coming back, right? So we have Marvel's Legends, because hitting theaters this weekend is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So as you know, on Disney Plus, they always do a Marvel Legends episode about the character that's coming out in the next movie or TV show. So, of course, we have 3 new episodes of Marvel's Legends. 1 about Ant-Man himself. Number 2 about the Wasp. And, of course, the 3rd episode about Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne. So there you go. So you have the whole main core group getting their own Legends episode. And again, what's cool about these episodes is that they really take you through the entire Marvel story of that character up to this point to get you kind of rapidly ready for what's coming next. I will be checking out Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in IMAX this Thursday on the preview night. Very excited about that. I will probably drop a quick bite review because I don't know if I'm going to have time to record another episode anytime soon. I am going to be away for the next week and a half or so between a personal vacation that I'm going. I'm going out to Las Vegas with a couple friends. And then I will also be in Texas for work for a week. So I will not be able to release a new episode next week. And I definitely want to get a review out. So I'll probably be dropping a quick bite on Ant-Man, non-spoiler. Okay? And then probably when I get back, we'll drop our big Am I Still on the Air spoiler review. I know it'll be about a week late, but hey, that's what happens. Life gets in the way sometimes. But yeah, definitely check out the Marvel Legends episodes. South Park is back for season 26. Yes, that's 26, season 26. Hey, that's the same season we're in right now. We're in season 26. South Park's in season 26. Pretty damn awesome. It was an excellent season premiere. It is all still, it's still on Comedy Central, but the new episodes do air on HBO Max as well. So make sure you check out South Park. The Flash is back for season 9, and it is its final season, so it's really good to see The Flash back for its final run. I thought the premiere was pretty good. Flash has kind of left me hanging in the last couple seasons, not really feeling it too much, but I thought it was a decent premiere, and I'm really, really hoping that we're going to go out with a bang for this final season. So The Flash season 9 now airing weekly over on the CW. Impractical Jokers is back for season 10. This is one of the funniest shows on television. If you've never seen Impractical Jokers, you need to watch this. It's on True TV. It is a group of friends that just fucking make each other do pranks on people in the real world. It's a hidden camera show, and it never stops being funny. It is so hilarious. I've loved this show from day one. Still love it into season 10. Make sure you check out the new season. The new Gordon Ramsay show, Next Level Chef, has come back for season 2 as well. This was a really unique show that he came out with, where you have cooks paired off into teams, and they cook on different levels of this building. And each level, like the top level is like supreme, has the best ingredients, the best product. Level 2 is like, it's okay. And level 3, the basement, ain't got shit. You get all the leftovers, and everybody's got to cook and try to survive in this competition. Love Gordon Ramsay, love his cooking shows. So Next Level Chef is back on season 2 over on Fox, and of course streaming on Hulu. And lastly, last week I had reviewed Nate Bargatze's special that's on Prime Video. He is a comic that I had never even heard of until I saw that premiere over on Prime Video. And it left me so impressed and so just like, I loved his stand-up. My wife did as well too, that we went looking to see if he had any other specials, and he did actually over on Netflix. He's got one called The Greatest Average American, and he's got another one called The Tennessee Kid, and we watched both of those over the weekend, and they were excellent. This guy is so hilarious. All his specials are awesome, and I highly recommend checking out Nate Bargatze if you like stand-up specials. So that's what I got. Like I said, there was a lot of TV stuff. So once again, over on the movie side, we have Your Place or Mine, 2 out of 5 stars, now streaming on Netflix. We have on the TV side, You, season 4, part 1. Make sure you check that out and check out our quick bite review. We have South Park back for season 26. The Dropout, which I love, it's over on Hulu. Flashback for season 9 over on the CW. Marvel's Legends on Disney Plus. Impractical Jokers season 10 on True TV. Nate Bargatze's specials over on Netflix, and Next Level Chef season 2 on Fox and Hulu. All right, let's switch gears. Let's get on into our box office. Coming in number 10 is Plane, and I got some news about Plane coming up soon. Anybody want a sequel? We'll talk about that. Number 9 is Megan. Number 8 is Missing. Number 7, A Man Called Otto. Number 6, Knock at the Cabin. Number 5, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Number 4, 80 for Brady. Number 3, Titanic. Number 2, Avatar: The Way of Water. And number 1, Magic Mike's Last Dance. Good to see Avatar bouncing back up to number 2. I was curious how Titanic was going to do in its re-release, and it did okay, but couldn't topple Avatar. But yeah, Magic Mike coming in strong over here, making the new number 1. That was originally just going to be an HBO Max movie, and then they moved it to theatrical. So congratulations there on that. And with that being said, let's get on in. Let's switch gears once again. Let's get on over to our news of the week. We have, and once again, if you like to dig in, watch any of these trailers, look into any of the news that I talk about, our Twitter page, our Facebook page has it all. Twitter.com/Am I On The Air will take you right to it. You don't even need to have a Twitter account. Just go to that link, twitter.com/Am I On The Air, and you'll be able to see all the trailers and news that we got. Okay, so Amazon Prime got a new show coming out called The Consultant with Christoph Waltz. Looks really, really good. This begins streaming on February 24th. So we're just about 10 days away from this. So make sure you check out the new trailer for The Consultant. Brendan Fraser sticking up for the Batgirl movie. He details his villain Firefly that he was, and says the movie was actually pretty great that he saw, and he doesn't understand why it has been canceled, which is something that Leslie Grace has come out now and said, hey, I watched the movie too. I thought it was incredible. I don't believe in the fact that this movie was, unwatchable or irredeemable. They really thought it did its job. So kind of interesting to start to see the cast come out and speak very highly about it. So I don't know what the executives are seeing and what the stars are seeing. I think it's somewhere in the middle we got to expect. Jamie Lee Curtis and Nicole Kidman are set to lead a new K. Scarpata series for Amazon. Anthony Hopkins and Glenn Powell are set to lead a new action thriller from Sam Raimi. It's going to be called Locked. We have the trailer for Paint, starring Owen Wilson, as he's basically playing Bob Ross. But he's not Bob Ross, but you would expect that this is a Bob Ross documentary when you watch this trailer. So check out the trailer for Paint. A lot of rumors going around. We had talked months ago that they were going to move forward with a Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves coming back. Then a lot of rumors started swirling after James Gunn took over that was scrapped. Well, WB is coming out and saying, no, that's not true. It's not scrapped. We are moving forward despite all the rumors. So we'll see how far it gets. I don't know. This could be an Elseworld movie. I don't really see it being a part of the overall DCU, but stay tuned. We also have the new Red Band trailer for Strays. Guys, this trailer cracked me the hell up. I did not know about this movie. It's always pleasant to me because I do this show. I look at news every single day of my life, and I feel like I'm very tuned in. So when a movie comes out of nowhere that I had no idea about, and I see a trailer and I'm like, oh my God, this is great. I love it. It gives me very much joy. And this Strays trailer, oh my God, it is talking dogs. Will Ferrell as a talking dog, Jamie Foxx as a dog, Randall Park as a dog, Isla Fisher as a dog, and you got Will Forte as the owner of the Will Ferrell dog. Straight up R-rated, right? Like, it's such a sweet trailer when it starts. Little Will Ferrell dog, so happy and loving. And then Will Forte pops up and he's like, get the fuck out of here, dog. And you're like, whoa, like the first F-bomb, right? You're like, what? And basically, he hates this dog. He doesn't want this dog. And then the story turns into this dog wanting to bite off Will Forte's dick. Yes, that's what the story is. In true Red Band fashion, they're like, we're going to go find him and we're going to bite his dick off. This trailer, oh my God, was incredible. I laughed my ass off, and very quickly, this movie's become one of my most anticipated films of the year. I think this is going to be excellent. I'm so down. Guys, check out this trailer, man. You got to watch the Red Band trailer also. Okay, we got an article up with Matt Shackman talking about exiting Star Trek 4. Of course, remember he was going to do Star Trek 4, then he dropped out to direct the Fantastic Four movie. So we got an article up with him talking about his experience, getting ready to do Star Trek, and then deciding to leave. We have the new trailer for Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies, which is the musical prequel that's coming to Paramount+. James Gunn talks about the Lanterns TV show that's coming to HBO Max. He says that this show will lead the DCU Chapter 1's overall story. So I love that. So again, I know a lot of you were skeptical that this Green Lantern show is even going to happen, but James Gunn is very big on Lantern and making this a focal point to tell the overall DCU story, I think is great. We're going to get a Splash remake with Jillian Bell, in that the Sleepovers Sarah Rothschild is writing the script currently, so they are moving forward with that Splash remake. It looks like Warner Brothers Discovery is going to keep Discovery Plus a separate streaming service. We were told about a year ago, the WB owns Discovery Plus and HBO Max, and they said, you know what, we're going to just merge the two services. We're going to call it Max, or whatever the hell, and it's going to be one thing. But now they're saying that they've decided, they got enough content on both services that they feel they can keep them separate. So for now, it looks like this is the way they're going to head with it. But who knows? They can always change their mind and combine it, or maybe add it for more money to the HBO Max subscription if you want a bundle. I hope they do something like that, because right now I do pay for both of these services. I think they should combine them and give you a discounted rate to do both. So there you go on that. Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr.'s father-son comedy gets a CBS pilot order. So that is awesome there. I love both these guys. I think they're super funny. And I think hopefully this is a pretty good CBS pilot. Kitchen Commando. That's right. Gordon Ramsay introduces you to Chef Andre Rush, who is an Army vet. And this is a trailer for Kitchen Commandos that just dropped, which is going to be a new series coming to Tubi. Coleman Domingo conspiracy thriller The Madness has been set over on Netflix. Daniel Day Kim is going to lead a new spy thriller called Butterfly, and it is in development over at Amazon Prime. Toy Story, Frozen, and Zootopia are all getting sequels, according to Bob Iger. So there you go. I did not think we were ever going to get another Toy Story, so very shocking there. I figured we'd get probably another Frozen. Zootopia has been in the works for a while, but there's some confirmations there from Bob Iger. Zachary Levi is set to star in a new survival thriller called Not Without Hope from the Grey director Joe Carnahan. Let's see here.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm James Lovino, and I'm here to tell you about Alternate Sides, a movie podcast with a twist. I've worked in the film business for 2 decades, but I haven't actually seen that many movies, and this has been driving my frequent collaborator, Sam, a self-confessed film snob, crazy. So every week, while he's stuck in his car trying to avoid getting a parking ticket, thanks to New York City's alternate side parking regulations, we discuss a classic film I've finally just gotten around to seeing. Alternate Sides, a new podcast about movies, parking, and a 25-year friendship, wherever you get your podcasts.
Man, I keep thinking about that Strays trailer. Just so hilarious, dude. It's so hilarious. We found out that over at Fast X, right, the 10th installment of Fast and Furious, that John Cena and Jason Statham are returning for the new movie. They were never announced before. No one ever talked about these two, which I always found head scratching, right? You brought in John Cena in F9, and then I'm like, and he's not going to be in the 10th one? That's weird. Then a little teaser trailer dropped a couple days ago where they show a car and a bunch of the characters are getting out of the car, right? Like Vin Diesel gets out. Not Paul Walker. that would have been cool. Tyrese gets out of the car. Ludacris gets out of the car. Michelle Rodriguez gets out of the car. But then John Cena gets out of the car, and you're like, whoa, what? Wait a minute, right? Brie Larson gets out of the car. Jason Momoa gets out of the car. Jason Statham gets out of the car, and you're like, yo, that is cool. So nice little announcement there that they're involved with it. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures is coming soon to Disney Plus, so finally a Disney show for little toddlers. Lena Headey is set to lead David Leitch's new upcoming action movie Ballerina Overdrive. So I love David Leitch. I believe in him. Lena Headey's awesome, so there you go. Andrew Scott is joining Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz in Netflix's action comedy Back in Action. A live-action Spider-Man noir show is being developed for Amazon. That's right. Over on Amazon, Spider-Man Noir, which most people know from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Nicolas Cage did the voice. He's an old-school kind of detective Spider-Man. But yeah, they're looking to do a live-action Spider-Man Noir that's actually going to be produced by Lord and Miller, all the people that are behind the Spider-Man movies. This sounds pretty damn good, man. So this should be a pretty cool little show over at Amazon. Amazon is also set to adapt horror comics into an animated series. The horror comic Witches is where they're going to start. So a lot of stuff moving over at Prime Video. Going back to Netflix, we have the first trailer for Luther, The Fallen Son, starring Idris Elba and Andy Serkis. This is, of course, the movie based on the television show. So check that out. We have the trailer for Air, which is Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's new sneaker drama. That's basically the true story behind Air Jordans. This trailer was great. This looks like a really awesome movie, directed by Ben Affleck as well. We have the trailer for season 2 of Perry Mason, so get ready for that. I think my boy Friggins loved this show, so hopefully he's excited about season 2 coming. Spartacus sequel series is in development over at Stars from Stephen S. DeKnight. So Spartacus looking to make its comeback. The Peripheral has been renewed for season 2 over on Prime Video. Good news here. I actually like The Peripheral a lot, but I'm only about halfway through the show, so I still got a lot more to binge. But good to hear it being brought back for season 2. Godzilla has a very important role on Apple's MonsterVerse TV series that they're putting together. Liam Neeson set to star in a new prison break thriller, The Rikers Ghost, for Neil Jordan. So that's being put together. Terrence Winter, showrunner for Tulsa King, is exiting as showrunner ahead of season 2, of course, over creative differences. This really bums me out and scares me because I loved Tulsa King. I love this show. One of my favorite shows of the year. So damn good. Was so happy it was renewed for season 2. And now we hear the showrunner is leaving over creative differences. This always scares me when a show is really good and then you mess with the ingredients, right? All of a sudden, a new showrunner is going to come in. What was the creative differences? Believe in the guy that brought the show to its success. This scares me. So, still looking forward to season 2, but I'm a little weary, man. So, hopefully, they can pull it off. Going back to the Spider-Man Noir live action series, it'll be written by Oren Uziel, a big screen writer who has worked on The Lost City and the Mortal Kombat movie. We have the official trailer for Fast X. So we told you about the little teaser, and then the actual trailer came out, and it's 3.5 minutes long, and it's incredible. I am a sucker for these movies. I've been a fan of these movies since the first one for over 20 years. I know they're ridiculous. I know they get more and more ridiculous with every movie. But this one looks awesome. I mean, they put a hell of a trailer together for this. Jason Momoa is the villain, and it's personal. They're tying this movie back to Fast 5, that basically what they did in Fast 5 effed up Jason Momoa's family, and he's coming for revenge. He's like, yo, you talk about family? I'm going to talk about family because you stole from me and my family, so now I'm coming for you. And I love that they're tying this all together. You see the flashbacks to Fast 5. You see what's happened. And I love how they're superimposing Jason Momoa into scenes from Fast 5 like he was there. I'm just like, yo, so good. John Cena back, like we said. Jason Statham back. The whole crew back. Only thing we're missing is The Rock. But this May is Fast X, and this looks awesome, man. I'm hoping for a really good time at the movie theaters. We got some really cool Flash posters that came out, so make sure you check those out on our Twitter and our Instagram page. We're going to talk about Flash more in a second. Going back to Vin Diesel, I'm so excited about this as well, too. We have announced the official release that they are working, and it is coming on the next Riddick movie. Riddick Fura is coming, the 4th installment of the action series that launched back in 2000 with Pitch Black. Remember, we had Pitch Black, we had the Chronicles of Riddick, then we had Riddick, and then now we're getting Riddick Fura. Which is going to be awesome, man. The original director, David Toy, is coming back. Vin Diesel's involved. They're producing it. They're writing it. They got the story. It sounds incredible. I love the Riddick franchise, guys. I love it. And all 3 of those movies are fantastic. So finally getting the big green light on a 4th one. I know some people say too late. I don't agree. Let's rock. Keke Palmer and Sacha Baron Cohen are set to lead David O. Russell's next movie, Super Toys. We have the trailer for School Spirits, starring Peyton List as she is solving her own murder. The Daryl Dixon Show is still moving forward, doing some casting over there. We have the teaser for Swarm, showing Dominic Fishback as an obsessed fangirl. We have the trailer for Devil's Peak, starring Billy Bob Thornton and Robin Wright. We have the trailer for Beautiful Disaster, starring Dylan Sprouse and Virginia Gardner. It's a new rom-com that they're doing. Avenue 5 has been canceled by HBO after 2 seasons. I really like this show. Had a feeling it was probably going to get canceled. They did not do much to support season 2, but sad to hear. But super funny show. If you can catch it, I still say check it out. Avenue 5. The Talented Mr. Ripley series, starring Andrew Scott, is moving from Showtime over to Netflix. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is going to form a cinematic universe. That's right, adding Peter Pan and Bambi horror movies to the world, hoping to kind of bridge the gap one day as an Avengers-type movie, bringing all these Disney characters together to do some murdering. It's so bad that I'm excited for this. So yes, the Blood and Honey universe is happening, guys. Creed 3 reactions have come out praising Jordan's directorial debut and Jonathan Majors' raw and powerful performance. I'm so excited for Creed 3. I think it's going to be great. Glenn Howerton is going to play CEO Jem Basili for the new movie Blackberry. Yes, we're getting a Blackberry story, baby. I'm done. Let's go. Vin Diesel says he wants Robert Downey Jr. to play the main villain in the final part of the Fast and Furious series, and the next one in Fast 11. He wants to end it on a big note with kind of this very smart tech, kind of Elon Musky guy that he wants Robert Downey Jr. to play. I think that would be so fantastic. I don't know if he'd do it, but hopefully they'll have some conversations, man. I think that'd be really, really cool. The Luther movie hits Netflix on March 10th, so keep an eye out for that. It will also hit some select theaters on February 24th and then everywhere on Netflix March 10th. Um, we got a recap video for you, season 4, part 1, in case you don't know where we're at and you want to see a little piece of the pie to see what brought us to now. Check that out. The show Uncoupled, starring Neil Patrick Harris, it was canceled on Netflix, and it's now been picked up for season 2 by Showtime. So congratulations there on its revival. Let's see here. Okay. Then we're going to fast forward a little bit to this past Sunday. It was the Super Bowl, but my favorite part of the Super Bowl is the spots. It's the trailers. And we kick things right off with a bang with the Flash movie dropping its first official trailer. And this is another 3-minute trailer, guys. I mean, I love these extended ones. And this trailer definitely won the night. It won social media. When I went and looked on Twitter, it was everyone losing their damn minds. This movie looks so amazing. June 16th, The Flash hitting theaters. You have Ezra Miller here as the Flash reprising his role from the DCEU. You got Ben Affleck even coming back for this as Bruce Wayne Batman, right? You see Supergirl. You see Michael Keaton come back as Batman from the Tim Burton universe, even with the same music. You see so much going on here, different universes. The effects look incredible. The Flash ring. Guys, I could go on and on. Zod is back. We have events from Man of Steel, but it's Supergirl now because of this timeline and not Superman. Holy crap. I've watched this trailer a dozen times, and it gets better and better and better. It's so awesome. If you haven't seen it, what are you waiting for? Check it out. I know there's some controversy here, but you know what? Again, a movie's bigger than one star. A lot of people involved here, a lot of special effects, a lot of jobs on the line, a great director, great writer, a lot of other stuff going on here. And like I said, Michael Keaton back. I'm Batman. So make sure you check out the Flash trailer, guys. It hits theaters June 16th. Quickly, I think, has just become my number 1 most anticipated movie of the year. Then we got another full trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which was awesome. This is a great trailer as well. A lot of great humor, a lot of good flashbacks showing us where the story's going. Brand new trailer. Hits theaters May 5th. So we have this and Fast and Furious both in May. It's going to be a great month. This is an awesome trailer, man. Make sure you check it out. We also got the new poster for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that you can check out on our Instagram as well, on our Twitter page. Let's see here. We got some more Super Bowl spots. These are smaller, kind of 30-second, less than a minute. A new one for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. A new one for Transformers Rise of the Beast. We got another Fast and Furious one for Fast X, but it's the Super Bowl spot, which is trimmed down, shows a little bit of new footage. The way it's spliced together is really, really good. So definitely check that one out. There's another one for the Flash as well, too. The Flash Super Bowl spot actually is tweaked a little bit, too, with some other new footage. So pretty cool to see the differences between them all. And then make sure you check out all the new Flash posters. Got some really cool posters that came out after the trailer dropped of Flash, Batman, and Supergirl. Really, really cool. We put those up. The Ben Affleck movie we talked about, The Air, the Nike movie, is going to hit theaters on April 5th. So keep an eye out for that. The Children of the Corn Red Band trailer has dropped, so check that out. Robert Eggers' upcoming movie Nosferatu has added the Crown's Emma Corrin, and funny enough, this isn't the only time we're going to talk about her, so hold on. Tom Holland's Fred Astaire biopic is moving forward. Yes, we are getting a sequel. I hinted at this earlier at the box office. Plane is getting a sequel, and guess what it's going to be called? Ship. Yep, that's right, Ship. And this one's going to be led by Mike Coulter, who, of course, was in Plane, but kind of, maybe got away, maybe went off on his own. We're going to continue into his adventure. I don't think Gerard Butler is going to be back for the next one. It wouldn't quite make sense. This does make sense, though, for Mike Coulter to return and kind of continue the story of his character. So Ship is moving forward for a sequel there. Saw 10 is officially wrapped production. So yes, get ready. A lot of people keep forgetting we got another Saw coming. You know, Dave Bautista wanted to lead the Gears of War movie, but it sounds like Netflix has not reached out to Dave, which is pretty damn stupid. Dave Bautista himself says Netflix has not reached out to him at all. So what a ball dropped, man. You have a actor of his caliber that's like, I want to lead this movie for you, and you don't even reach out. Stupid. Kevin Feige talks about MCU's Phase 5 and connecting the big picture. John Wick Chapter 4 runtime revealed. This movie's going to be 2 hours and 49 minutes. I can't believe we're getting a 3-hour John Wick movie. That's insane. The longest one of the previous 3 was 2 hours and 11 minutes. This is 2:49. I love John Wick and all, but Jesus, man, this one worries me a little bit. I'm like, 3 hours. Woo. Louis Leterrier, who took over directing duties for Fast 10, talks about Paul Walker's character and talks about how they respect the character and how they're even talking about maybe bringing him back for that last installment. So take a look at that to see what's up there. Amber Ruffin is set to play her own non-evil twin in an NBC comedy pilot. So what does that mean for a Peacock talk show? We don't know. But, you know, sometimes you can juggle it, but sometimes you can't. All depends on the schedule. Congratulations to the Super Bowl, which drew 113 million viewers, the largest audience in over 6 years. We have the trailer for Sex Life Season 2. Taye Diggs is departing the CW drama All American, so big shocker over there, as his character is written out of the show's February 13th episode. So, woo, there you go. Paul King, director of Paddington, is going to direct the Fred Astaire biopic starring Tom Holland. Sony is doing the film. They're keeping it all under details, hidden details, but is said to center on Astaire and his sister Adele. Guy Ritchie's upcoming movie Operation Fortune, which was supposed to come out last year and then just went completely off the release schedule, finally has a release date again. It will be releasing on March 3rd. So I think it looks pretty good with Jason Statham, Hugh Grant, Aubrey Plaza, Josh Hartnett. So that'll be hitting theaters March 3rd. Kevin Feige says that the MCU Disney Plus shows will be spaced out more going forward. He says he doesn't want to cram them all in, even if it means less per year. He wants to space them out and make it a big deal when an MCU show drops. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. We have the teaser trailer for Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. So check that out for the prequel series. Kevin Feige also talks about Spider-Man 4. He says we have landed on a story and we're scripting it out right now. So looks like we are moving forward. It's a little slower than we thought, but that's good news that they have a story. So very, very cool there. HBO Max's The Penguin has added Renzi Feliz and Michael Kelly to the cast as they begin getting ready to produce and start that show. Emma Corrin, we just talked about her. I told you she was going to make a comeback because they also announced today that she's going to be the villain in Deadpool 3. No word on who she's going to be playing, but very interesting, right? You got Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds. You got Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine. And then you're going to have little Emma Corrin as the villain. I'm like, who could she be that's going to be the foil, man? So definitely very interesting there. Ted Lasso Season 3, we have the first teaser trailer just dropped, and we found out that March 15th is when Season 3 will drop on Apple TV+. Naomi Ackie is joining Laura Dern in the sci-fi drama movie Morning. We found out that in Captain America New World Order, Harrison Ford's Thaddeus Ross will actually be president of the United States in the movie. So, man, big promotion there for good old Thaddeus Ross. So it's going to be pretty interesting, they say, to see him and Sam kind of work their relationship as president and as Captain America. So very interesting there. Brianna Middleton is set to star in the Metropolis TV series from Sam Esmail. Ishana Night Shyamalan is directing a new thriller for New Line Cinema called The Watchers, and yes, that's M. Night's daughter, so very cool there. She's already kind of cut her teeth on the Servant show over on Apple TV+, so now she's moving into theatrical. Kevin Feige talks again about MCU's Phase 5 plans, Kamala Khan's role in the Marvels, and Kang the Conqueror. So if you want to know more about Phase 5, check out this article on our Twitter page. The new movie Infinity Pool, Brandon Cronenberg's new sci-fi thriller that just came out a couple weeks ago, is already available on VOD. So if you didn't get to see it in theaters, you can now rent it or buy it early over on Vudu. Quantum Leap, the NBC revival series, has added Legends of Tomorrow's Brandon Routh to the cast. So great addition. Love Brandon Routh. I do like Quantum Leap quite a bit. So great addition there. Ben McKenzie, who we haven't seen in quite some time since Gotham went off the air, is coming back to TV in a new ABC medical drama called The Hurt Unit. Once again, Bel Air Season 2 will be dropping on February 23rd over on Peacock. Rachel Weisz is going to be starring in a new movie called Dead Ringers, actually a new TV series, sorry. Prime Video's modern take on David Cronenberg's Dead Ringers will have you seen double this April. So Dead Ringers starring Rachel Weisz coming to Prime Video. Todd Phillips has unveiled the first look at Lady Gaga and Joker 2. So we got that picture posted up on our Twitter page. Make sure you check that out. And that, my friends, is the latest and the greatest, and that's where we're at. So thank you so much. We're landing right at that 45-minute mark that we do oh so well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, guys, there's probably not going to be a show next week. I just don't know when the hell I'd have time to record it. Like I said, I'll be heading out of town this Friday, so in just a couple days, and I won't be back to the following Friday. So maybe I'll try to do a show early over the weekend, not this weekend, but in the following weekend. But it's gonna be a little rough. So just wanted to let you all know that there will not be a normal episode drop next week. So we'll probably have an extended edition on our next episode, but I will put up a quick bite talking about my thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That's for sure, as I'll be checking that out this Thursday. So keep an eye on our TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to that for the video reviews. And keep an eye out for all the scheduling. Okay, let's shout out the all the socials. So amiontheair.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark that. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/amiontheair. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review, leave a little comment. That would be awesome. If you don't use Apple Podcasts, get us on Spotify, Prime Music, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio. We're on everything. Just search Am I on the Air? Make sure, once again, you subscribe to us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to all of that, man. Just search Am I on the Air, and you can pretty much find us everywhere. And thank you to our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio, and the Pop Culture Pros. Follow on Twitter at popculture_pros, where they're always streaming our show on demand all the time. Appreciate the support. That'll do it for me on this Tuesday, February the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day once again. So go take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Red Dragons!
Red Dragons!